Hello, hello, hello. I wanted to chat a little bit today about good and bad, a very weighted topic, something that we are always considering in all parts of our life, back and forth, all day, every day. But first, quick announcement. I'm very excited. Next week, I am going to be having a four-part party on one of my favorite topics to talk about, which is alignment. Something I'm always drilling home to my clients, something I cannot stop shouting from the rooftops about. So you don't want to miss that. Make sure if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can know when I get those uploaded. That'll be starting next week on Monday. And I'll put the link as soon as that those are uploaded. I'll be live in the chat so we can talk while the videos are going. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So make sure you tune in for that so you can get all the juicy goodness for all four parts of that. All right. So back to today's topic. We always, from the youngest of ages, have been sorting things in our lives, putting things in a pile. This is good stuff. This is bad stuff. This is not something that's socially acceptable. And this is, it's just a constant thing that we do. But I want to take a different perspective because I personally have learned that when you do that, you really close yourself off and put yourself in a small box, and you're not able to really grow and expand like you came here to do, your intention as a human. So if you think about when you categorize something as bad, let's say you say people that wear their hair straight is bad. Like all straight hair people are bad. I know that's an absurd example, but just stick with me for a second. So all straight hair people are bad, and you have curly hair. So then one day you're looking at your curly hair and you're like, oh my God, I just want to straighten my hair. I really want to see what it looks like on me. This will be so fun to do. I want to see it framed around my face. I just want to see how this feels. But because you've categorized people as straight hair, people with straight hair as bad, now you're not going to let yourself go there. So either you're going to do it anyway and feel bad about it because now you think you're a bad person, or you're going to not let yourself have this new experience, not really enjoy something that could be really good and really fun for you. So we really want to get away from that. That's a thing that tortures us when we are putting something in a bad category, but then maybe wanting to go and do and experience that thing. Another example that's more relevant, that was personal to me, that I really had to work through, was about money. People, from the things that I've picked up from my past, from the collective, from just hearing people talk, from reading stuff online, my upbringing, all of that. The impression I got about rich people was that they were bad, just like mustache twirling evil, just sitting there cackling, rubbing their hands together, trying to see how they can beat the poor people out of even more money. And in that type of circumstance, there's no way I was able to manifest abundance for myself, lots of money for myself, with the mindset that rich people are bad, because the closer I get to whatever the arbitrary line for rich is, the more I'm sabotaging, the more I'm pushing it away, the more I'm saying, oh, I don't want to be one of those bad people. Or I was like rationalizing it away, saying, oh, well, I'll be one of the good rich people. But the thing is, when you take away those good and bad charges, you just take shortcut around all of that, because you can't do the mental gymnastics enough to get yourself out of that thinking. So it's easier to just take that off altogether. And the way I found that's the most effective is, instead of saying this is good, this is bad, you can just say this is wanted and this is unwanted. Because the thing is, as observers, we're just naturally observant. We see things, we hear things, we pay attention to what's going on in the world around us. So you can't not see stuff. You can't not be exposed to life unless you were just living under a rock or something. But then you still be looking at the dirt and the worms and all of that. So either way, we're observers. We can't help but to take in what's going on around us. So what you really want to do, and what I had to teach myself over years and years, was that I have to reframe how I think about what I'm looking at, because I can't stop looking at everything. There's some things, of course, I can turn my attention from, but not everything. So by framing it in wanted or unwanted, I took the charge out of it, and I made it so that if I ever wanted to change my mind about something, I could. So, for example, I don't eat meat, but I don't think it's inappropriate that other people do. So for me, it's just unwanted. I don't think it's a bad thing that people eat meat. I don't think it's a good thing that I don't eat meat. It's just a matter of choice. I don't like it, so I don't eat it. Other people do. As a matter of fact, I feed it to my kids. They love it. So here they are. And I've done that. I've constantly gone through the process of doing that over and over and over and over again with every subject in my life, because it's been essential for me to move from that place of judgment, because that's really, really the worst feeling. And when you're judging something or someone else, you're really setting yourself up for failure. And even though it doesn't seem like that, because it seems like you're pushing the judgment out, it seems like you're directing it towards someone else. It's really all just within you, because you're the one making the judgment. You're the one feeling one way or the other about what you've said about a situation or a person. So you can't escape that judgment yourself, because you're automatically, as soon as you make that judgment, you're going to tick in your head, okay, now that I've said this about so and so and so and so, I can't be that. I can't do that, because then that would make me whatever I just judged. And we can't really live those type of dichotomies, because you won't have harmony and alignment, my favorite thing, if you are constantly making judgments and then either doing the thing that you just judged, or constantly berating somebody for having done the thing. So that is my take on that. And I'm just really big on having peace, having like no wobble going on inside, having nothing that you have to do mental gymnastics to get around, because that really is the torture. Having clarity, having the wherewithal to put your stake in the ground somewhere and be like, okay, this is where I am, this is what I'm choosing right now, and then giving yourself the ability to change your mind later. That's the biggest thing. And especially as women, we really want to be able to flow, to go back and forth, to move over here, to go over here, to be like, I like this today, tomorrow no, not so much. And it's just really not conducive to box yourself in terms of good and bad, when you really want to have the option of everything. You want the whole world to be your buffet. You want everything to be a choice in the moment. And you kind of want to take that language away of saying, oh, that's bad, I would never do that, because every bit of human experience is possible for you. Everything that any human has done, good or bad, is possible for you as well. So of course you're like, oh, I would never do so and so and so and so. That's awful. But the thing is, that just really sits in your subconscious and trains your subconscious to say this is always bad. So if anytime you get in a situation or in proximity to a situation that's really similar to what you've told your subconscious is bad, then you're going to start messing yourself up. And it's really not necessary. And it's just a much easier way to go about it, just to say wanted or unwanted, because there's no judgment in that. It's just either I want it or I don't in this moment. And you get to change from moment to moment. That's one of my favorite things about setting myself free, is giving myself the option to change my mind, because that was one of the hardest things I used to do. I would make a decision and I would plant my stake, plant my flag and die on that hill, because I was so stuck on wanting to be the person that I said I was and wanting to align in my words and my actions. But the thing is, I wasn't aligning in my vibration. I wasn't really feeling what I was saying and what I was doing, even though I was doing it. And that is where duplicity comes in, because your words can't hide your vibration, which I've told you guys before. Check out that video if you haven't. It's linked in the description. There's no getting around that. There's no getting around your vibration. There's no saying one thing and feeling another. Your vibration is what's speaking for you. So to just get away from that duplicity, just to not have to do the mental gymnastics, just to not lock yourself in like I used to do, just switch the language. It's just really do it gently. You kind of have to start one subject at a time. Whatever you're looking at, just change it. Just make it small. You can even do it with like just the smallest, easiest thing. Like if you don't like peanuts, say, just instead of saying peanuts are bad, I just don't like peanuts. Peanuts are unwanted right now. Just start small, small, small. That's exactly what I did. I changed my language, changed how I was thinking about things, changed the words that were coming out of my mouth, changed everything slowly, slowly, slowly. So now that it's just, no, it's not something I would choose, but hey, have at it. Hi, good morning, Talisha. I hope I said that right. So yes, I just really wanted to talk about that because that's one of the main things that I've come to realize, that you really do torture yourself when you put yourself in that box like that. And it's just not worth it. The mental gymnastics, the having to go back, to having to backtrack, to having to feel that feeling inside of you that says, oh no, oh no, that's bad. I can't do that. Just let go of it altogether, because that opens up your world. That opens up all of the possibilities for you, for all of the peak, juicy, yummy experiences, and just kind of lets the other stuff drop away. So, all right, that's our topic for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe and get the notification bell going so you'll know when I'm going live. And like I said, the 4-part party is coming next week. I'm so excited. It's about my favorite topic. I can't wait for you guys to join me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.